Stand this morning, this beautiful day, 19th April 2024. It's a sunny day, and I'm sure that every one of us watching from across the globe are having an excellent time this morning, maybe this night, this afternoon, wherever you're watching us from. I welcome you again to bystanders at the newsstand. My name is Kolade for Larry Kadesh Prince. Our newspaper for this morning, our newspaper review for this morning, the newspapers are ready. I'd like to quickly start with this Nigeria. The major headline in this Nigeria says, surrender to EFCC. AGF Fagbemi advises Bello. And there's a sub-headline there which says, ex-Kogi governor declared wanted by anti-graft agency. That's the major news headline in this Nigerian newspaper this morning. Alleged 4 billion naira fraud. Court orders Obiano to face trial. You can find that on the page 15, on the 15th page of this Nigerian newspaper this morning. NEC cautions reps against reversal of tariff increase. That's in this Nigerian newspaper this morning. Over 7 trillion naira accrues Federation account July to December 2023. That's according to RMFC this morning. And there's a picture story there where the governor of Ogun State, Prince Dr. Dapo Abiodun, CON, gave vehicles to donated vehicles to the Nigerian police yesterday as the IG came visiting, and they donated drones for surveillance all around Ogun State to be able to tackle insecurity. That's the picture story there this morning. That will be all for this Nigeria newspaper. I'd like to quickly go to the blueprint. The major headline there says 98 NEC fallout, National Executive Committee fallout. Damagum remains PDP chair as Atiku Wike shift battle to August. Damagum, that's the acting chairman of the People's Democratic Party, retains a seat as the acting chairman of the People's Democratic Party, and is going to stay as acting chairman till August, when another next meeting will be held, and it will be decided who the next chairman of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, will be. BOT queries acting chair. Anya will stay in office. No implosion, dissenting voices, Bala assures. That's for the Blueprint newspaper this morning. And there's another news there which says Defense Headquarters warns Yoruba nation agitators of their consequences. Uncovers plot to blackmail military, neutralizes 192 terrorists. Court stops Kanu Ward from suspending Ganduje. Kogi, beware of pending appeal court hearing. Anti-graft CSOs tell EFCC and others. That's for the Blueprint newspapers this morning. I'll go to the Guardian newspaper. The Guardian newspaper headline is quite different from what we've been reading. Say, living on war front, Borno residents on the edge, tiptoeing on active landmines, IEDs. That's in the Guardian newspapers this morning. It still goes on to talk about the PDP neck that they retain Aliu Umar Damagum, asked Tinubu to rejig economic strain. World Bank, rising inflation, weak earnings push 10 million Nigerians into poverty in 2023. Please invite Akpata Edo LP chairman over Union Ben violence and shooting. That's for the Guardian newspaper this morning. I'd like to go to the Salient Times quickly. The major headlines in the Salient Times newspaper this morning says, according to Nigerian Bureau of Statistics, it says 24.6 million children in child labor. Cross River, Yobe, top charts. That's in the Salient Times newspaper this morning. There's another news there which says, group berates Ladi Adebutu for claiming Egba indigenship. Egba indigenship. Like last week, there was an uproar when Ladi Adebutu he went to celebrate the anniversary of a mosque his grandfather built in Odeda local government area of Ogun State. And don't forget, Odeda is in the Egba axis of Ogun State. So group berates Ladi Adebutu for claiming Egba indigenship. I'll quickly go to the Matrix newspaper this morning. Yes, the news that yesterday it was all over is what the Matrix newspaper this morning uses as the headline, which says Yaya Bello's 80.2 billion fraud saga worsens. Yaya Bello's 80.2 billion fraud saga worsens. Tinubu aid asks Eskogi governor to surrender. Get a good lawyer. EFCC declares ex-governor wanted. Malls using military to fish him out from hiding. Bello speaks from hiding. Say case against him, political winch hunt. Flees Ododo's federal government flees Ododo for assisting Bello to evade arrest. Yesterday we talked about FCCPC, and the news here says FCCPC seals another Abuja supermarket over unfair practices, moves against price fixing. CBN Governor Cardoso breaks silence over depleting foreign reserves. That's in the Matrix newspaper this morning. Yes, I'll quickly go from the Matrix newspaper to the Punch newspaper The major headline it still says 80 billion money laundering. Federal government places Yaya Bello on watch list. Immigration alerts DSS. Federal government orders border surveillance. Ask DSS, NIA police to present ex-governor's escape. EFCC should obey court order restraining ex-governor's arrest. Bello's lawyer insists. That's the major headline in the Punch newspapers this morning. Also there's the picture news of what happened in Ogun State when Ogun acquires 25 vans, mans Lagos-Ibadan expressway with drones. 16 killed as Borno bus runs over ISWAP explosives. 16 killed as Borno bus runs over ISWAP explosive. Federal government enforces prices in Abuja supermarkets, plans Lagos Port Harcourt visit. Anti-party activities. PDP next silent on Wike. Saraki leads peace panel. That's for the Punch newspapers this morning. In the Vanguard, it's quite different. It says, Tinubu's government hasn't borrowed from CBN, says Edu, the Minister of Finance. That's the major headline in the Vanguard newspaper this morning. And most of the news here are some of the things that we have read in other newspapers. So I'll quickly go to the Daily Trust. Prices of paddy drops in states. Foreign rice too in Kano. Local products still costly. Bello's absence stalls as EFCC declares ex-governor wanted. That's in the Daily Trust newspaper. The Point says Ondo 2024 battle line drawn as APC holds governorship primary poll tomorrow. Tight race as Ododo Omagege oversee exercise. Meet the contenders and the pretenders. That's in the Point newspaper this morning. There's another news headline that I want to quickly touch in the Point newspapers before I leave this morning. It says, don't desecrate the court while fighting corruption. Anti-graft CSO caution EFCC. Others. That's in the Point newspaper this morning. Yes, Damagun survives sack as NEC extends acting tenure. This is according to the New Telegraph newspaper this morning. Yes, it also says those taking up arms against state will incur wrath. That's the military on the New Telegraph newspaper this morning. Presidency, APC clash with PDP on economy and security. That's the major headline in the Nation newspaper this morning. Yes, that will be all for the newspaper headlines this morning. And I'd like to bring my first reviewer to the program this morning. And that's the person of Mr. Michael Chinedu. Mr. Michael Chinedu, you're welcome to Bystanders at the newsstand.
Good morning, viewers.
Yesterday, in a national TV, an interview was granted for the national leader of Afenifere, Ayo Adebanjo. And he says totally we disown what Dupe Onitiri has done. What can you say about that?
Yes, if Ayo Adebanjo will have to say that, well, that is on the ground that we understand the situation, the dilemma situation, and that would put Nigeria, and of course, put the Yoruba nation presently as it stands now, and he is speaking from that angle because Ayo Adebanjo, with due respect, understands that to an extent what happened and the way it happened in Oyo State, that it puts a lot of question mark, on the Yoruba nation, especially now that we have the president of Yoruba extraction, you know, and who is being seen or who is being looked at to be the one to fix and to um, um, you know, do all those things, handle those things that have been threatening the unity of this country, like the issue of restructuring and of course talking about how to make the state police or community policing work. And these are the agendas that have been set before Mr. Tinubu himself as the president. But we have not seen anything yet, you know. And being a patriotic Nigerian who has also given Nigeria so many opportunities, you know, for survival, who has suggested so many principles that will make Nigeria work, you know, but unfortunately those things has not come to play, you know. And remember, Ayo Adebanjo to some time ago that said that if certain things are not being done, that with time, you know, Nigeria and Nigerians will begin to question the existence of this country, you know. See, for me personally, I will not lie to you without any observation, you know. People are still hoping, people are still looking at it, that Nigeria at the end of the day is going to survive, it's going to work. But to them who are in government, who are well to do, you know, they do not see anything wrong with Nigeria. But for millions, over 200 millions of Nigerians who has been dealt with because of bad leadership, will tell you completely that Nigeria is not working. That when you stand up like this to question, okay, are you trying to tell us that, you know, that there was no law that backs what happened in Oyo State? What about the Geneva Convention? What about the UN Act of Self-Determination? So many acts that powers what happened in Oyo State? But we are still looking at it that, you know, we are still Nigerians. Nigerians can work, and someone there from the southwest is the president, giving chance to restructure Nigeria, giving chance to do that. At the end of the day, you know, bro, can he still repeat the same thing years back when the herdsmen were murdering a lot of people in the southwest? Can Ayo Adebanjo still take this particular stand he's taking today? I'm not saying that you know, the manner of which this is going in this country, nobody is happy about. The only people that has always been happy about it are these politicians. They are comfortable with the situation because at the end of the day, they have a lot to make merry. They have a lot to carry out any type of feast they want. They have what it takes to travel out at the expense of public fund. Look at Yaya Bello now. You know, somebody that claims that he's this. At least, I'm coming to that. You understand? So what I'm saying is this: I have a lot of tomorrow. I have a lot of respect. I still do to this moment for Ayo Adebanjo. You understand? But I didn't read the message, you know, his press release to able to understand, apart from what you are just saying now, that he outrightly condemned what happened in Oyo State.
He said it's a criminal treason and they should be dealt with accordingly. Yes, we have heard that. But Ayo Adebanjo has said Afenifere is not concerned about separation. That what they are concerned about is restructuring and changing the constitution that has brought us together.
Thank you, sir. That's why God will always bless you.
Amen.
Because we stand on the side of truth. We stand on the side to make Nigeria work. We are ready to push. And that's why these concerned elderly men are talking about. He said, in a situation that for the past 15 years or thereabouts, Ayo Adebanjo has been an advocate of restructuring,
yes,
people's-oriented constitution, anti-corruption, you know, advocacy for better governance, you know, equality, fairness, in all ramifications, in all the ethnic groups in Nigeria. Let there be fair play. He was also advocating for immediate and unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the same Ayo Adebanjo. The fact, what my takeaway today is this: peradventure, there was no restructuring in Tinubu's 8 years, and there was no new constitution in Tinubu's 8 years. Are we still? But I want everybody, because it is a lesson to everybody, that the crack is widening on daily basis. The crack of disunity is widening on daily basis. And if it is a government that actually mean well, I want to solve numerous problems in Nigeria, what do they know to do? This will be a pointer, to them to say, okay, we need to do this. People are beginning to have reservation over their identity as Nigerians. Let us see what we can do. I'm not against Ayo Adebanjo, coming to take a stand, of course. But remember that everyone have rights for self-determination. It is enshrined in that Geneva Convention. In the midst of threats, marginalization, people have right to agitate. But for the government of Nigeria, unfortunately, they see a man that stands against his freedom, as treasonable, as having committed treason. But in the international law, convention, as people who are to live, to survive, and to defend themselves.
Okay, if you say they are exercising their fundamental human rights, was it in their position to wear the Nigerian Army uniform to go and stop, to go and block the Oyo State Government Secretariat with the Nigerian Army uniform?
Oga, if you look at that very well, would you say that those, because it is a military camouflage? If you go to America, you see American soldiers wearing the same camouflage Nigerian soldiers wear. But the difference is what is being written
On it.
on it.
But those agitating for Biafran nation do not wear camouflage.
Bros, everybody has his own modus operandi, the way he wants to operate the way he wants to do his own thing. There is no how you talk about the Democratic Republic of Yoruba, you will not look at the armed group of that society. There's no way. When Nnamdi Kanu came about with the ESN, what is the ESN? It's not a Biafran army. ESN was a paramilitary, or a kind of a defense structure, to push back the influence of X-Men, Fulani, jihadist conquest in the southeast. Because you see, the activities of the governors and activities of the government, will only create an atmosphere of bringing killers in disguise. Do you understand what I'm saying? Look at the way people are being killed in the church. So the fight still remains. For me, you cannot say that because this is the type of what they wanted, this is the kind of choice they made, and this is the direction they want to follow. And of course, that be it. You cannot say because it's only Nigerian military uniform that they wear. They wear military uniform all over the world.
Okay, yes. Quickly before we go ahead, Fisayo Majekodumi says something here. He says what Onitiri has done, the US asked, the United Nations asked Onitiri to do so. There are so many things that you people do not know. He still further goes down, says many journalists in Nigeria don't do their facts and checked right. Mr. Fisayo Majekodumi, we would like you to present us with the facts of when the actual facts, maybe in video, maybe in a signed letter, where the United Nations, according to what you have said, told Dupe Onitiri to go and ask for secession.
No. Ross, no. Let me.
No, because you just said
the guy.
Don't make our facts.
Yes. No, the guy is actually right. Let me tell you.
Can you give us facts?
Let me tell you, bros. Yeah. When you say thou shalt not kill, it is a law. It is an order. And that law is a universal what? Law. Anywhere you are in the world, it binds on you. So that's why he's telling that UN Geneva Convention, what did he say?
That Dupe Onitiri, personally, that Dupe Onitiri should go and fight for the Democratic Republic of Yoruba Nation.
No, I'm talking from the perspective of constitutional and universal empowerment of the law that guarantees the actions of Dupe Onitiri Abiola.
Okay.
That's the angle I'm coming from, sir.
Okay. Ayo Adebanjo further said that even Awolowo that people are looking at, Awolowo, blessed memory, nationalists of blessed memory, never at any point in time asked for secession. He said what Awolowo stood for was restructuring and changing of the constitution.
Yes, he stood for the concept of welfareism and socialism, and of course, he believed in equal rights. He believed in freedom. He believed that people should be enlightened, people should be educated. Awolowo himself also remembered, though we know he is a patriotic Nigerian who fought for the independence of this country, agreed. But he one time said that Nigeria is just a mere geographical
location
without the fabrics of unity. Bro, you understand? Because at a point in time, most of these leaders we are talking about realize the fear of the forceful bringing together of different forces as a nation. They felt it themselves. Even the North also felt it. At a time when Awolowo and Zikiwe were ready for independence, the North said no, they were not ready. And they had to be given time to prepare themselves for that. So, and that was why, bro, why you Nigerians are not asking? Why is it that Oyibo said after 100 years, you people are not comfortable with this arrangement?
Yeah,
please go your separate way.
We've done our centenary celebration. It's 100 years, above 100 years.
No. In 2014,
yeah, 2014,
there was a reason why there has to be a conference to discuss what Ayo Adebanjo is trying to address. Don't look at all those men, what they are trying to do. They are pointing to you, to the world, to the leaders of this country, things that needed to be done to keep Nigeria one and moving.
Okay, well, do you think what we should do now is to see, or we should come and sit down at a round table?
Bros, it is optional. I said it before. Nigeria has no people-oriented constitution. That is one. Two, there should be true. There's nothing like true federalism. Federalism, the way it's supposed to be.
A true federalism must always be true.
I don't understand, because I don't know which one is true federalism and which one is fake. What I know that federalism system of government in Nigeria is not working. Then let us restructure. What are the type of restructuring we are talking about? Why is this done? Some people are afraid of restructuring. Those things are the things that we need to sit down and discuss as a nation who want to advance together. And secondly, it's an option. Restructuring, people-oriented constitution is an option. If those options fail, Nigeria should back up. Everybody should stay on their own. Bro, there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, yes, let me quickly read what Taiwo Odunlade says. He says, even if we have to give room to referendum, or any form of unlawful agitations, must it be with guns?
Okay, let me tell you, that is one of the reasons why the United Nations refused to prescribe IPOB. That is one of the reasons why the AU refused to prescribe IPOB. That is the reason why ECOWAS refused to prescribe. United States, UK refused to prescribe IPOB because they understand the non-violent means of agitation propagated by the Muhammad Gandhi of India. So, and you know that United Nations will always frown on the use of gun for agitation. They will go against you. So the only thing to do is by solidarity, persuasion, and a form of,
manipulation.
Rally. Yes, negotiation, lobbying.
Lobbying. Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Me, that's what one of the problems they said. I'm against Simon Ekpa. I am not against Simon Ekpa. Everywhere they say I'm against Simon Ekpa. Me, I'm not against Simon. But what are the principles you are working on? What comes out of your mouth as a result of what you believe in? That is why today Nnamdi Kanu is still holding his head up, because he is conducting non-violent movements for the sovereign state of Biafra. It is only in Nigeria. Bros, something is wrong with Nigeria. I'm telling you, a lot of things is wrong with this country.
Can we take Nigerians out of the problem of Nigeria?
That's what I'm saying. That Nigerians refuse to serve the country, and the country has refused to serve Nigerians.
Thank you very much for your contribution this morning. We will still continue the discussion afterwards.
Honorable, I give you honorable. Director.
Mr. Edo Nobi Lagos.
Edo Nobi Lagos.
Thanks for coming to the program.
I greet everybody. Well, let me greet you this morning. Today is Friday. This Friday, we bless you that's watching us. Weekend, we bless everybody. Thank you very much. My name is Lucky Ayabona Edo Nobi Lagos. And I remember that I will never change. I don't know why people are, sorry, no. Yesterday, I not even yesterday, there was an interview. This guy granted to me. What's the name? Chigose. You see, I don't like when you grant interview, balance it. Not only one side. That is why you see, I can never go there and grant. You see, perhaps grant. Do something that at least me, somebody say, APC, give me. I am not. PDP never give me anything. APC never give me anything. But
are you looking to get something from the party? Is that why you are in the party?
No. You must belong.
You must belong to
yes,
a party.
Anyone.
Especially in your area, so that one way or the other,
my
you
brother,
can serve your
my
nation.
children are growing up tomorrow. They might decide to go APC, PDP. You must belong. But me, just like you love football. Okay. That is it. It's not that APC, PDP. No. We have to say it to make at least some people understand.
Okay, your party, PDP, had its neck yesterday, and Umar Damagum was returned as acting chairman till August. Do you think Wike has won?
For example, now, Wike did not win. Both of them agree. No fight. They are unmature. No, they are unmature. It was all this their supporter. You don't expect Atiku to be fighting Wike when the time has not come. You don't expect Wike to be fighting. You know Wike, gra. But yesterday, BOT, Board of Trustees, Wambara, said we are not going to argument. We are not going to this. What we need is number one. Let every ward, chairman, go back to work and do their own work. Submit some name, whether you do wrong, you don't do wrong. Please, we want to come back, unite, not fight. They want to conquer, they want to win. How can you be fighting Wike? You know Wike knew that he's guilty. He know it. So that's why he's doing all this gra. But let me tell you.
Why would you say Wike is guilty?
Yes, because you cannot be in a party. You can't, even in a ward, you cannot be doing anti-party and they are watching you. You think
but the party already knows that the People's Democratic Party already knows that Wike will be given this appointment, and he didn't get the appointment without the consent of the PDP.
He said he consulted some PDP leaders. According to him, he said he consulted some PDP leaders. That's that time. But never the man. That's not the point. If you are taking that appointment and you are making Nigeria too happy, no, so be it. But that's not my point. My point is that let the PDP do their own work. They don't need people are waiting for them to fight. They will not fight. But when 2027 come, that's why you see fight, sir. What they said, Atiku come, Wike come, they said they should allow the anti-chairman to just continue till August. That August, that the team must go back to North Central. Are you getting me? So they're expecting them to break their word. That is not the issue. Is that how can Nigeria move forward? That is my own concern. Whether PDP, APC, they are just eating about money, billion. I am not supporting the only thing that you must belong. Like people like football, people like tennis, people like
belong
run,
to a particular club.
Yes, you must belong. And look, you don't just keep yourself. If they ask me now, if you travel to abroad, I ask you, what party are you? I say, no, I'm not voting. That means I'm wrong. I mean, yes, my father is a member of PDP, but I'm a member of PDP, but when any party do well, support. That's
Okay. As a member of PDP, what are the steps that you have taken, especially maybe from the ward angle or the state, to correct some of these things?
You see, let me tell you, Nigeria is greedy in everything. They are very greedy. Even the word, they fought for word. I could remember when they elected me as an ESCO, as one of the CSO, ESCO. But what happened? But you know, they love me. I will tell you. Anywhere I go, people love me because I don't take side. I'm not Yeneba. I will tell you the truth. They love me even till now. They are still calling me to come back. But the point is that there is fight. There is greediness, hatred is still there. I get who want to become chairman, what else go chairman, a secretary, they still fight. What they normally do, they will just the money. You see, I don't know why politics in Nigeria is so do or die. I get to be woman will just sit somewhere, have money, you just pick some people you like and let them go ahead and fight. It started from up to down. So my brother, what am I doing? Peace. Let there be peace. Anybody I want to do it to, let them do it. So that I will have peace. How many years remain for me? Now, my children is growing. I'm still telling them, hold on, patient.
Life begins at 40. You are just 41.
My brother, no, I am 53. I'm going to 53 this year. 53.
Okay.
I'm still looking. I say young. I'm not old. I'm usually young, but the problem is that I just pray for God to help us. All the politicians, look at the governor of Kogi State.
That's where we're going.
Good.
Yes, this Nigerian newspaper this morning says, surrender to EFCC. Attorney General Fagbemi advises Bello. Why is Bello running up and down?
Okay, EFCC, they are media trial. Media trial. Including the Attorney General, everybody. I will tell you why.
Why?
Did you remember last year when EFCC was looking for roaches? They went to the roof and removed the roof. Abi?
Yes.
The
And
whole world
they
was
into the
live.
room. Yes, live.
But at the end today, where is roaches? It's with them. Bello today is a right-hand man to Tinubu. He contributed for election. Tinubu want Kogi. So what do you expect? They will, you see, I don't know why it's running. 880 billion naira.
That means it has a skeleton in his cupboard.
Why is it running? After all, they will just get kid back. 3 billion. Ask it to go. See no more. One of the chairman of Shomola said, when you commit sin to other side, come to APC, see no more.
Sins are forgiven.
So I don't know why Bello is running.
But when you continue to say that, and Bello is a card-carrying member of the APC, he's been governor twice, and do you not think what you just said is not right? His sins are not forgiven.
My brother, they want to, EFCC want to collect some part of the...
So you think EFCC is joking with the public?
What happened to roaches? You know, what happened to roaches? You know, remember when EFCC put all their vehicle machinery in Rocha Street? They even climb up. When Rocha was making call, he was calling God, Jesus. Today, Rochas is going up and down. They can't pay. And EFCC have collected their own this Bello, nothing. They won't do Bello
what you
anything.
are saying is that EFCC as an anti-graft agency is not sincere in their dealings.
Except those young boys, they give 6 months, 1 year, this. Somebody has still billion, they will go scot free. That is it. They are just media trial. All this Bello, 80 billion, Bello, I will arrest you. I'll bet you, sir. Let them go to court. I give you I give you if Bello arrest today, sir. We go back here and said, they will grant it bail. EFCC will collect their kickback. The case will end. Are you aware? Are you aware? Are you aware? Most of the
let him concentrate, please.
What did you want to say?
Yes, let him concentrate. You can fight for the age later. He will show you his birth. He will show you his birth certificate. Let's finish this discussion.
Why are you interrupting me? I will continue more 1 hour.
Yes.
You see, the point is that let's say the truth. Where are we? Why is the whole world laughing at us? The Russian president said Africa is not serious.
Yes.
Anytime for development. EFCC going up and down. People are just all this are jamboree. Sir, he Bello arrested today. Bello has power. I want you. He has a power. If he arrests today, they will grant him bail. He will go scot-free. All this noise will stop.
If he believes he will be granted bail, why is he running hell?
That is the point. Why is he running? Maybe you don't want his case. He say he has a power. You know when Bello was a governor, he said power. Everybody think Bello. Nobody will do me anything. Even when they want to contest the election, he even blocked the federal road. Use caterpillar everywhere. Today, it's a shame because Natasha will be laughing somewhere. You remember that the senator? That it is race. Will be laughing somewhere. So that's why he's afraid. So you know, just go there, go to a court, there is there, they grant it bail, after bail, EFCC, they will talk. Don't forget, it's a carrier of APC.
So do you now say that with what the government is saying about saying anybody that is found culpable will be seriously dealt with? Are you now saying that this present day government just wants to tap Yaya Bello on the hand? Is that why he's running? If he knows that's what's going to happen, do you not think he will surrender himself freely to them?
Okay. What of Minister of Humanitarian? Where is he today? Has EFCC arrested him?
Yes, but the case is still going
they
on.
Collected
they are
30
still
billion
making their
them.
research. Yes.
They collected 30 billion. That woman is supposed to be in prison now. Supposed to be in cell. You know now. All this noise. He ended your by here. All this noise. See, let me tell you. Edu supposed to be in prison. Why they are still doing this case? He's going up and down. Say he's not guilty. After EFCC recover 30 billion. What I'm saying, Bello running up and down. He's not running because of EFCC. I get me. Bello is not running because of EFCC. Bello is running because of Natasha. That emperor. I will go at EFCC. The woman will be laughing at him. So my brother, what I'm saying, EFCC joking. We have a lot of governors who are parading themselves in Senate. Akpabio too, don't forget, he has EFCC case. Ozikalo, EFCC case. A lot of them there. How many are you going to arrest? All of them, they are all party chief tento, you know. So they are we are watching. Bello 28 or next week, Bello will appear. When he appear, God will grant him bail, and we say, go and settle your people.
Thank you.
We bring out of the money, everything will go.
Thank you.
Look for another person again. Maybe they will come to us. Look for...
Thank you.
My brother.
Have you stolen Nigeria's money?
My brother, if I see, I will close eye.
If you see Nigeria's money?
If I see, I go close. I don't go chop the way they go look for me.
And that's why you go chop. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Lucky Edunobi, Lagos. Mr. David, you're welcome to Bystanders at the newsstand this morning. Yes, let's start with the major discussion of the day, which says Ayo Adebanjo has disowned Tinubu, has disowned Dupe Onitiri Abiola, says they don't know anything about what she's doing.
I believe that's not the proper channel to go about agitating for secession. You know, we've seen how Mazda Mikano never one day bear arms. He did not go about disrupting people or to invading government houses. You know the proper channel. You know the proper way to go about. If you are fighting for referendum, secession, you know the appropriate body like United Nations, write to them, write to them, get their approval, get their consent, agitate without guns. You don't need to carry gun. Hey, before you before you
Make
before
your
you
voice heard.
call for a referendum or for your verse, for your voice to be heard. I'm against that. If you had if you had uh, uh, if you had declared Yoruba nation, it has not become a law yet, just by fiction, but not by brainwashing some youth, giving them soldier camouflage
Most
to
of those people that have been arrested are not youths. We have 63 there, we have 64 women, we have 60. They are not all youths.
I think for me they were brainwashed because for someone to come and sell some ideology, impute same ideology idea into your head, and then you accepted it. It shows to me that is brainwash. Look at the way Mazinam Kanu went about his. He gave reasons that my people, this region has been deprived. This region has not been carried along. This region is not benefiting anything from the government at the center. This region has been neglected, and which is true. So every region has right to agitate. Every region has right to succeed. And let's not forget that, see, there was a clause that, see, after 100 years, after the centenary, if the country cannot band together, let's part ways.
Okay, what would you have suggested the right ways for Dupe Onitiri and her co-agitators would have done?
Channel your energy to let the United Nations hear your views, your voice. Write to them. She's educated. Mazinam Nikanu, when he started this whole Biafra stuff, he did not go to Abia State government house to just invade it. That's stupidity. Even I myself, Tinubu, I go beat and pass the way they beat am. Go to the right channel. And you have UN headquarters across globe. Let's address the letter to them. Stating your reasons. So she has rights, but the way and manner she went through about this whole agitation is very wrong. To overthrow a sitting government, going to your state. Why didn't Nnamdi Kanu went to the east and then start overthrowing all the government there? I will support him. But at this stage now, if the country can no longer hold, let us go our region, let us go our separate ways.
Okay, how do we go our separate ways when anybody that tries to agitate for anything will be arrested?
No, sir.
We can't just walk away from Nigeria
No.
without taking some
No,
steps.
nobody's being arrested. Nobody. The way and manner she protested, that was what led to the arrest. You don't go to. It's like that is treasonable. It's like invading, taking over the government.
Yes, Ayo Adebanjo has said
That
it
is
is criminal treason.
Yes, you saw how Ayo Adebanjo they have been advocating for Yoruba nation. Why has government not arrested them? You have this very leader,
Assurance.
yeah, and co agitating for this same Yoruba nation, but nothing has been done to them. But sorry.
He has been asking for restructuring
Yes,
and
then
for
Adebanjo
the constitution to be fully amended.
now, and for Adebanjo and co. So these are two different things. So I believe the government on their own should not take that woman serious, because that woman is just cloud chasing.
Okay, she has their body have threatened that if they do not release those that have been arrested, there's going to be war.
Is that what?
They say there is going to be war.
War.
For if they don't release some of their members that they have arrested.
The president himself should do the needful and then release them, because these people too, I think these people are hungry.
What's the needful? What's the needful?
See, for them to have even for them to have come out to invade your state government house, it shows they are tired of the system. So government should do the needful. Let them go.
So letting them go is the needful.
Yes.
Don't you think it will see future occurrences? Because we will continue to let them go.
There are some cases you don't handle with ISM, because these people they might be hungry. For someone to have come around and then brainwash you and then you give them army camouflage, maybe hungry, cause that thing. You can't tell. You can't tell. You can't tell. Yeah. Because I don't think a 60-year-old man will just put on camo and then go to Ibadan government house just to invade Ibadan, and then you are chanting that see you are fighting for Yoruba nation. Who does that? Even me, I will subscribe to that. Follow through the process. You saw how Catalina want to exit from Barcelona. For Spain, but Catalina has never for one day bear arms, carry gun. They are going through the world process. So go through the process. If really you want Yoruba nation, Nnamdi Kanu never one day bear arms. He not carry gun to invade any government house. But see, the world, he is shaking the world. The world leaders are listening to him. That is the process to go about it.
Okay, yes. Away from that, Wike triumphs over Atiku as PDP NEC endorses Damagun National Working Committee.
Which one will I speak on? Will I speak on this or will I speak on Yaya Bello?
No, let's speak on. We're still coming to that.
Now, thank you for that. That's a very good question. Sir, the PDP leadership said something. He said PDP is too mature. It's too mature for them to dive into some certain issues. You don't expect PDP leaders to start punching Wike. You know that Wike is a double standard man. Most people have said Wike is bigger than the party. No person is bigger than the party. The party is supreme.
The party is supreme?
Yes, the party is supreme. For them to have let Wike be, visit best done to them. Visit best done to them. After the next meeting, Atiku took to stand to react to them. So that one person said Wike is bigger than the party. He said PDP is too mature to be fighting with a cattle like Wike. Maturity.
So
at times,
they
overlook.
They just decided to be quiet and let Wike have his way.
Ever since Wike has been ranting, how many of the PDP leaders have come out on air to say this man is telling lies? You don't see when a foolish man responds. You don't respond to a foolish man. I'm sorry, make statements. You don't, because indirectly the man reacting to that statement is a foolish person. We can come online and say and start blabbing. None of Atiku has not wanted to say anything. Obi will not say anything. That's why the causes everything he has said about Obi. Obi has not wanted to say anything. Atiku must say. It shows how mature they are. See, when it comes to politics and governance, these are two different things. A character like Wike should not, in the same world, should not even hold any public office, because Wike has no character.
No what?
Sorry, Wike has no character.
He has no character.
Yes, to hold public office. You don't see, leadership is all about influence. As a leader, you don't talk anyhow.
Do you know that in life we're different? our characters, our traits are different.
We are not the
If
team.
somebody, we have introverts in government and we have extroverts.
We don't need to.
Do we take their
As a leader,
extrovertism away from them?
as a leader, there are some things you don't come on here and say. Let's not forget last year election, Wike told the then chairman of PDP, Ayo, he said, if I curse you, your wife and children will disown you. Is that the threat of a leader? Is that the character of a leader? Even me that I am not any public office, there are some things I cannot come on here and say. The people of River State,
but there are some that you've been saying.
About what?
I know that you've been saying, like, you say, Wike, maybe you have said it somehow, let me use the word, lousy.
That he is. He's not lousy. He talks too much. Now look at, in the space of how many months, some governors had successor. Impose some status to them. But how many of these governors had fought with their successor? It's only Wike. It shows the kind of character he is. A man that swore on the national daily, he said any day he abuses the league, that things should not go well with him. He said any day he abuses the former governor of River State, he said things should not go well with him. Today, Wike is the one that abuses the league.
Okay, yes, sir.
So Wike should not be a subject matter because Wike has no character. Very soon now, he might have issues with Tinubu.
Let's look at this area where Yaya Bello is running helter-skelter.
Like my friend will say, Iliwan, if you cannot be accountable, then why are you a leader? Leadership is all about influence, accountability. Why are you running helter-skelter? You know that 80 billion that was alleged that he has embezzled would have saved some lives in that state. Some persons wouldn't have died if he have used that money to build infrastructure. If he have used that money to construct road, some persons wouldn't have died of accidents. Why is he running out of scatter? Why? Let's see. We know that these are politicians. Some of them are self-centered. Look at 80 billion naira. If that money have invested in that state, you will have unemployed youth.
Okay, thank you very much.
Sir,
yes, let's quickly round up because we still have a whole lot of people who want to contribute one or two things.
I would always respect you. But next time, they put me for motion again.
Yes, when I put you in the motion, I know the motion will not stop.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Yes, Mr. Rilwan Olasukomi
Chukwu. Good morning.
Bystanders at the news stand. Please, moderator, we do not want to go beyond 5 minutes for this, so that we can get 6-7 other people that are still standing by.
5 minutes. Good morning. Thanks for having me. I'm not Yaya Bello. Leadership with no accountability is useless. So let me be accountable to people that helped me in getting my phone. Again, today will be the last day that I'll mention the names. But somebody has helped you and you refuse to acknowledge the person, you are an ingrate and you are worse than the devil. Mr. Okuluku Chris Uchenna, God bless you, sir. Omo Bakagos, God bless you. Mr. Odeze Chima, I appreciate you. Mr. Obiril, Pastor delivered your message, Pastor Matthew delivered your message. Mr. Inyang, God bless you. Mr. Tunde Okafor, Mr. Inyang, Mr. Rab delivered your message. Like I've always said, there's evidence. Peter Obi say go and verify. This is the.
But the other ones that you didn't mention who delivered their message.
No, yes, the first three, Mr. Okuluku Kisuchena, Omo Bakagos, and Mr. Odeze Chima, Mr. Femi delivered their message, okay. And then Mr. Elin, yes, Mr. Yang is here. You delivered the message, Mr. So, Miss Elin, Pastor delivered your message. Mrs. Elin, Pastor delivered your message too. God bless each and every one of you. This is the phone. This is the receipt. You understand? You must be accountable. If you cannot be accountable, then you're a worthless human being.
Yes,
you understand?
Thank you. quickly. Uh, Yaya Bello is running helter-skelter now that EFCC has declared him wanted. Why do you think he's doing that?
This is the reason why, like I said from the beginning, leadership must come with accountability. If you are not ready to be a leader, sit at home. You understand? Yesterday, okay, I want to ask you a question. Let us discuss. Sir, do you need motivation to eat?
To be accountable?
No, I said, do you need motivation to eat food?
No.
Now, do you need motivation to come to work?
I don't need it. I know I have to earn a living.
God bless you. So I see many people that are motivating me. They keep on telling me you are saying the truth. Thank you. Some people keep dismotivating me. You are an ego. You are something. I don't need motivation to say the truth. I don't need motivation. I've been saying this thing for the past 15 years consecutively. Because that old man that I gave the answer for Peter Obi was praying for me and everything. I told the man, all your prayers have cancelled the curses I've been receiving from my people. That said that I'm an ego person. So Yaya Bello, he will run. You understand? He that does not have a skeleton in his cupboard will be. For example, did they mention the name of Peter Obi in the people that were that embezzled public funds? You see, Nigerians in 2024, Nigerian youth, they are still talking about rice and beans and mala politics. Whereby in India today, they have gone to the moon. They are still talking about governor doing road, portals everywhere. But India will always go to the moon for one reason. When they saw, I'm coming back to Yaya Bello, when they saw that I am India, because before it was Hindustan, India and Pakistan. But when they saw that me and a Pakistani person, we cannot live together. So Pakistan left, there was a secession. Pakistan left. Bangladesh left India. India today, in terms of medicine, one of the best hospitals in the world, they have it there. Because they couldn't have stayed, if they have stayed today with Pakistan, they would have been backward. You know, I always tell you, don't forget, I'm coming to Yaya Bello, Nigeria is a British company. Hausa Fulanis are the permanent CEOs. Yorubas are the permanent MDs. Igbos are the casual staff. Now I'm coming to Yaya Bello. Yaya Bello will run. The Bible says that a wicked man runneth when no man pursueth. And what I've been seeing in Nigeria for the past few days are just movie scripts. I saw IG. IG said that they should that the police that are guarding him, that he has asked them to leave. That is a Nollywood script again. The same EFCC, they broke into the home of Ocha Soko-Ocha to arrest him. Anybody that forgets history, you see the reason why history repeats itself is because we forget history. I always bring back memories of history, but I cannot forget. I was trained by an old woman, a grandma. Don't forget where you are coming from. In case you forget, in case you don't know where you are going, one tomato say, don't forget where you are coming from. You see, in this country now, who's Ocha Soko-Ocha, EFCC, they have to break into his house to enter. Number one. Number two, you ask policeman to leave Yaya Bello, that you received security from him. Why don't you ask them to bring him? Simple. Except when you're asking them to leave, just ask them to bring him. Nigerian youth. You see the reason why I'm so concerned is that a youth in Senegal, 44-year-old person became president. I spoke about last week. In Lagos here, a 44-year-old man will have to go to one place to prostrate to become a local government chairman or a councillor. Nigerian youth, you have sold your right for a morsel of meat. That is why, yeah, a 50-year-old man will tell you I'm a youth, because they don't know what they are doing again. We saw Senegal, 44-year-old man became president. Now you saw youth, they follow the governor. You saw the videos. They follow that governor. Governor drove all the way from Kogi State to come to Abuja to come to secure his successor. And I said it during inauguration. The governor said to his commissioners that if I give you an instruction, and if Yaya Bello give that instruction, follow Yaya Bello. Say, what sort of a governor is this? Who are you voting for? Because of what? You always vote for tribalism, for religion. Only a mad person does the same thing over and over again and expect different results. You have been doing the same thing over and over again. Where is the result? You understand? No, such a man now became the governor. You saw youth now, they followed him. And in Nigeria, religion has taken over they cannot think. Religion is already an opium of the masses. You will see now, the same youth now, they're telling you, yes, if, for example, somebody goes to the hospital in Kogi State for the last 8 years, emergency. He reaches the hospital, there's no drug. He reaches the hospital, there's no medicine. He reaches the hospital, there's no injection. He reaches the hospital, they were treating his brother or his sisters, and for example, there was power outage, there was no petrol in the generator. That person will say, now God kill him. Muslim will say, you know, that is God that give, God that take it. No be God they give, no be God they take. Nigeria is killing people more than God. See, in Japan, I give an example. There was an earthquake last month. The roads divided into two. After 2 weeks, because of the power of government, they fixed the road. In Dubai, as I'm talking now, there's heavy flooding. But there's light in Dubai without all those heavy flooding. In Gaza, when the war started, with the amount of bombs being thrown by Israel to Gaza, because Gaza attacked first, now to the Hamas, now in that Gaza then, there was light until Israel decided to cut off the power supply. Sir, natural disaster does not kill a nation. What kills a nation is leadership disaster. That's what you are having. Somebody will then also say God has killed him. Whereby, what governors will have done with 80 billion now, he refused to do it, and people will die. And the youth, all they keep on arguing every day is amala politics. How they give them 5,000 naira, how they cannot stand their ground and say this is what we want. You give them 5,000, 10,000, and they keep repeating the same thing over and over again. Sir, as somebody have been saying that Yaya Bello should not be arrested because he worked for Tinubu. Me, I'm not a politician. I don't support evil. If you have done something wrong, go and meet the authorities to clear your name and defend yourself. Enough of this political shenanigans. It does not matter who you support. I don't like to see somebody arrested today because he's a Yoruba, because he's a Muslim, because he's an Igbo, because he's an Hausa. Somebody arrested tomorrow because he's a Sunni Muslim, he's a Shia Muslim, he's a Pentecostal Christian, he's a Catholic Christian. No, all these things. If you have done something wrong, the strong arm of the law should be able to catch up with you. But like, see what I give you an example now. Yaya Bello today. Now, somehow now is he free? But when they wanted to arrest Okorocha, they broke him from his roof to arrest him.
Thank you. You have said that before, and we really appreciate your contribution this morning. Like I said, we still have a lot of people who still want to say one or two things.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Nagide, good morning. Welcome to Bystanders at the news stand this morning. Ayo Adebanjo has disowned the Yoruba nation agitators, saying it has never been part of their agenda. What can you say about it?
Adebanjo is a respected personality of Yoruba ethnic nationality that I have high regard for, and I hold him in high esteem. But Adebanjo should understand some mental differences in different cadre of people and age group of people. Papa Adebanjo is in the 90s. Maybe 96. Thank you, sir. Papa Adebanjo understanding ideology and the emotion, you cannot compare with the people of 40s, 50s. That's number one. It's in the departure hall of life. Papa Adebanjo is in the departure hall of life, but the younger people are in the arrival hall of life. Papa Adebanjo has seen it all. He's at the departure lounge to where it is. But the younger ones, they are the arrival hall.
Do you not believe in a Yoruba proverb that says that what an elderly man sees while sitting, even if a child or a youth stands on a tree, you may not see it?
It's to a particular level of acceptability.
Do you believe in that?
It's not complex. In which context are you talking about that?
Yes, you said Papa Adebanjo is old now. He does not know.
No, I'm not saying so.
Okay, what are you trying
what
to
I'm trying to say is that Papa Adebanjo age group belongs to the departure people, class of people. They have seen everything all. They are departure all of going to whether it's a tendency of whichever side of it, I don't know. But the younger people, they are the arrival hall of this earth, where their destiny, their future, everything is still rise before them, and they have to negotiate it and see how do they go about this and get it sorted out. And now they are seeing, they are in a system where they are seeing what they are in a system where they are not guaranteed of their future, of how
what the future happens to them. So those kind of people, those kind of age group of people, they are in different states of understanding and reasoning and analogy and wisdom. So if you cannot compare their way of understanding and reasoning and behavior and character and attitude to Papa Adebanjo, who is already the passion hall of having seen everything, he has enjoyed everything. If they were telling us their own experience, they were telling us when they were in secondary school or primary school, they were eating a whole food chicken. When they were in primary school, when Chica was telling us when he was in Ife, they were eating a whole food chicken. Whereas university graduates now, university students in their university campuses, they hardly be able to afford for persisting on their campuses. So their age differences account for different understanding and how they see it. So from one to say that, I respect him for saying that.
What you're saying basically is that what Adebanjo is saying is maybe out of old age.
No, he's saying it because the kind of class of people he belongs. He's in the passion hall.
Okay.
But the younger one whose their destiny and their future is in their hand, they don't know the same.
Let's look at what Adebanjo is hammering on. He says with Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who were in the trenches together during Adeko days, agitating for restructuring of Nigeria.
Yes.
So he should do what is right now when he's at the helm of affairs.
That's exactly what I expect. Baba has not just said it, he has said it before.
He said it yesterday.
He has said it before. He said if there's anything Tinubu will do that will rise his name in the gold, is to make sure this first 4 years do a restructuring.
So you align with what Papa is saying?
Of course. But
and you are saying he's at the departure hall.
No, Baba is saying he's talking about a dual nation. Baba is not talking of a nation, Baba is talking of the restructuring of the country. Nation is talking of separation, secession, after new country.
What do you think Awolowo fought for?
Awolowo fought for Nigeria, not Yoruba nation. But these people, the Yoruba nation is set up. They are trying for separate entity outside Nigeria entity, a full republic, a full independent country. So that's the difference between what they are asking for and what Baba Adebanjo is talking for. Baba Adebanjo is talking the social of the Nigeria. Not where Yoruba is in Yoruba is part of Nigeria. That's what Baba Adebanjo is talking of. He is still talking of one Nigeria, but in a structured a two federalist state. That's what Baba Adebanjo is talking about. Now I'm not telling you that the agitators who are coming for new entity entirely, they are the young set of people whose their destiny, their lives in their hand, and they are seeing the system in which they are, which does not guarantee their future. That's it.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Mr. Kola, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Ayo Adebanjo. Ayo Adebanjo is my papa in Yoruba land.
Yes.
I listened to him.
Let's face the people.
At the eve, on the eve of presidential election 2023, I listened to him. The old man was an honest man. And is still. Okay. I use the word is now, and he is. Do you know why I'm using the word is? Baba is not against agitation, but putting on military uniform. Listen good. They would have been protesting and doing their normal business of protest peacefully as Biafrans and other people used to do it. But not putting on military camouflage. It might be written, the inscription on it might be Oduduwa Republic, but it's a camouflage. Are you listening to me? I marched straight to the office of Sheyi Makinde. Okay, I'm against that uniform. Putting on that military uniform is too early.
Okay, yes, quickly, before you go ahead, 2 days ago, we had this discussion here.
Yes.
Where Fashion Ranty, was it yesterday, where Fashion Ranty and some Afenifere leaders went to pay solidarity visit to the president of Tinubu in Asoro. Yeah. And you mentioned specifically that as you look at the people who came, that Ayo Adebanjo was not part of them. That means Ayo Adebanjo stands firmly with the agitators. Yes. Now Ayo Adebanjo came yesterday. He said what the agitators have done is criminal treason.
Do you know why? Do you know why? Putting on military uniform, we the Igbos, we did not start with military uniform. Listen, go make you know where Baba they go. In 1970, after the war, we had it in our mind that we must rise again. Yeah. No Igbo man was putting on army uniform, challenging police at Otuacha, in Onitsha, at Ogidi, in Enugu. No. They had it in their mind that time shall come, we will begin our normal business, which is agitation. In Belgium, in UK, in India, Biafrans are doing the normal business of agitation for restoration of Biafra. And nobody put military camouflage of that country or Biafra own. I listen to me. Neither Nigeria camouflage. Listen and listen good. They were doing it with what? Biafra uniform, Biafran logo. I insert example. Your friend Chiku Watalago, Chiwatalago Naman, Onomatopia. He put on Biafra logo, Biafra uniform. Otito eto kochukunimi. Otito eto kochukunimi, because you people just started this transaction and you climb fence and jump fence on top.
That's what you just said. Otito
eto kochukunimi
is strong for me to understand.
Boil has grown on the nose of a reverend father or a bishop or whatever.
Okay.
Boil
has grown
on the nose.
Okay.
Okay, do you know that it is too early? Do you know how many people died as Mazob members? Obi killed this so-called Obi. I listen. Obasanjo killed this so-called Obasanjo. Mazob members. And the Raf was Rika, my namesake, was incarcerated, detained in Benin Republic, have we forgotten, for many years before he came out. And then Nandi took over. They killed until after military onslaught on Nnamdi Kanu's father's palace. That's why United Nations, he made his consultations before they said, defend yourself. Oga, I stand here on the front camera. We are indigenous people of Biafra. They are all Igbo man. Listen and listen. Okay. I am. Everybody, every Igbo will tell you, say, no be member. A member, no, they hear English. The meaning of indigenous, that land.
Yes.
People,
indigenous.
Igbo. Thank you.
People.
Why are they seeing IPOB as a different people?
Okay, now
English. Wait. Yeah. We wrestling. Let me give this English proverb in good English. We did wrestle. Which is what? Life and entertainment. We did it earlier. To defend
with some of the information we heard, Ojukwu and Gowon were not fighting for secession.
Yes,
they actually started discussing on restructuring.
Yes, yeah. So that everybody should go.
Now, Pa Ayo Adebanjo says our position is not for separation. Yes, he said, please don't connect Afenifere with Dupe Onitiri. We don't know at all. What we want is sovereign national conference and regional autonomy, which Obafemi Awolowo had stood for.
Yeah. See, listen and listen good. Okay? Hausa man, let me tell you today, that's why everybody should wake up from his slumber. We are sleeping. I beg, Oga, everybody, good morning. You people are sleeping. Listen. Hausa man is the last person that will accept restructuring in Nigeria. It can never be. I cite an example as we said earlier. Bayelsa State has only 8 local governments.
Yes,
Kano State is having 44. Go and explore, go do your research out of the whole 44 local government and tell me how many houses are there. How many social amenities are there? Listen and listen good. While Bayelsa, that has only 8, is having how many oil wells, how many bridges, how many flyover, how many social amenities in Bayelsa State. Bayelsa State yet is the one feeding Kano State, the entire Kano. We know we needed it, but Hausa Fulani can never agree. Those people are, I'm sorry to say this, parasites. They wake up early in the morning, they go to bed. Because at the end of the month, Ghana must go at every Idimango, every Ukumango. Ghana must go to cut away salaries for ghost workers. How many people are being fed from federal allocation in Bayelsa, in Akwa Ibom, that is having the highest number of oil wells in Nigeria? Okay, that restructuring you see is the only way. How many times did Tinubu address this issue in hand during the Buhari regime? Buhari restructured Nigeria. Buhari restructured. Now that he's there, what is he doing?
You said something.
Tinubu should restructure now.
You said something.
Yes.
That this restructuring.
Yes.
Tinubu should have done it, and Adebanjo still stand on that. He says something here.
Yes.
He said Tinubu and I were in the trenches together.
Yeah.
During
Abacha days.
Agitating for the restructuring of Nigeria.
Yes.
So now he should do what is right, that he is at the helm of affairs.
Thank you.
You now said something.
Yes.
You said the northern people will never support restructuring. But do you not think that President Bola Tinubu, being at the helm of affairs, now has the power to restructure Nigeria?
Thank you so much. Good question. Tinubu is not that brave man. I don't think he can nurture that bravery to do that.
Do we need bravery to do that?
Yeah, we need daring men. Daring men. Men of great valor. Who are what? Great valor. That is of valor. They are the one that can do it. Okay, let me start an example. Tinubu is relocating very soon from Aso Rock to Dodan Barak. Most of the federal agencies like Central Bank, there's another department like that, agencies like that. Thank you, relocated to
CBN.
Thank you to Lagos. Okay, don't you know that don't you think something is going on the ground? Tinubu doesn't want anybody to stab him on the head at Aso Rock, because Aso Rock is the Aso Rock of the North. Virtually everybody in Aso Rock during Buhari regime are speaking Fulani, Hausa language, inside that facility, that complex. So Tinubu, I think, is making effort to make sure he relocates his office here with some good, cogent reasons and excuses. He's going to do that. Because if he has Nigerian interest at heart, the first thing he would have said that there is Nigeria restructured.
Yeah.
It's not Nigeria subsidy removed. Are you listening to me?
Yeah.
Nigeria restructured. Yeah. I will stand up where I'm watching it. I'll be clapping for him. But now, due to that demon there at Aso Rock, very big demon there, he's controlling all of them. Immediately you go there, that demon will see you, point to your nose, do you, You go do yourself. You go do like this. You go do like this. You will join them. If you don't join them, you leave them. No demon is controlling them. Jonathan came, he put Jonathan's hand inside his mouth and choked his mouth. Jonathan did not do anything of this. What? He was lost in a palace. See, listen, if he knows, if he ever knows what he did to Jonathan, if you could remember, Tinubu is supposed to restructure Nigeria without consultation. We don't need to consult anybody. Yoruba has enough resources. Igbo land has enough resources, not in question. Advanced mineral resources there, untapped. They are busy keeping their own, reserving it, tapping Yoruba own with Yoruba, tapping Igbo own, and so on and so forth. Is it right that Kanuma will be waking up every 10 o'clock, nothing doing because of the resources in the south?
Okay, can we look at it this way, that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu means well for Nigeria, but the way you have said that the North, there are power brokers there who will not allow restructuring. You have said something that gradually some of these agencies are moving to the south, southwest, Lagos to be precise. Do you not think the president is buying time just because of second term so he can do the final straw?
Practically. Yes, practically he's doing it. See, listen, he's using emotional tactics. He don't want to do it with force. Diplomacy is there. I think understand. If he go extreme, I think he's going to stir up uproar and uprising, both in the north and the south and mid-belt. And also will start their own consultation. They will poison the minds of the Fulani and the mid-belt and other ethnicities in the north, where their lands are dry. So that's why Tinubu is using diplomacy. I think understand, with many excuses that seems as if it is true, but not to save his life first. Okay? In that house, National House of Assembly, Kola, make I tell you, Hausa man can never carry his Bible right sign. Mohammed Mbweke Garuba, I signed restructuring. Bam, matter don't go. Okay? If Ababio hits that hammer, boy, say matter don't go, they will collect the hammer. Boy, on his head. Ababio will lie down there. See, let me tell you, they know what they are doing. Outside no go grill because they too much rely on English too much. See, economy, monolithic economy that depends on only one section. I think you understand. They don't want to diversify, no diversities. The land is vast. Nigerian land is vast. It can grow what? Staple crops. Agriculture can thrive well here. In the north, everywhere, in Yoruba land, in Igbo land, especially in the north. North is an arable land. From Kano to Niger, from Borno to Chad, Borno to Cameroon, we can cultivate that land and turn that place into commercial agriculture, whereby the whole northern youth will be employed. We have youth wasting in the north. We have many of them here after graduation, doing nothing but riding Okada and the Marwa Keke, our graduates. Don't you think that our economy is too monolithic and we should have done something about it by diversification? I think understand. So what I'm trying to say is that Tinubu, stand up and be a man and restructure Nigeria. Stop giving excuses. Asi wa koko onye ori jido akoko osino ojo na atu ya. Asi onye ori ya jido akoko osino ojo na atu ya. Tinubu has the prerogative to sign restructuring and Nigeria will be okay.
Thank you very much. That will be all. Okay, let me quickly have Mr. Oluwawan. Jesus Christ. Yes, wanted to close. Okay, Mr. Oluwawan, just in one word, what can you say about what happened to Governor Yaya Bello, who is running helter skelter, and EFCC has declared him wanted, former governor?
You see, first of all, good morning to my viewers.
Please, that's eating out of your time.
Yes, good morning. Because see, when you say Yaya Bello have soup curry, so you should come and drink it. See, language has changed. Things are fall apart. The APC of themselves, they gang against themselves, they collect power with their own authority. At the end of the day, the power is now running after them, so they are not running after scatter. So no matter it be, it can never escape. It must come and account for that 80 billion. You understand? He bring his brother, cause him to be a governor to cover his up. At the end of the day, nowhere to run to. Now they have placed the border, the airport, everywhere alert. Bello, Yaya, wanted at any time. Let him come and answer his questions because he has failed Kogi State. He pocketed Kogi State for the past 8 years. Now, why is he running? He's a lion yesterday, he's a tata now. He failed the test. Come and answer the lion, yes. He's a strong man, he come. You assassinate people when you were doing election. You single-handedly bring election to the pocket of Kogi. He's still a governor. Yeah. Now, where are you running to? Are you afraid of cell? And he will go to cell. Yeah. He must be detained. He must follow the same for that cell. I must collect slap. Then he must release those amounts to the government of the people and the people of Kogi to enjoy the real democracy.
Thank you very much. It's nice having you on the program this morning. Yes, Mr. Matthew, we actually thought you were not going to be around today. Let's start from
I've been on ground.
Ayo Adebanjo as Disowns Yoruba Nation agitators. And he said so many things. He said, even if he says he has disowned them because what they did is a criminal treason. He has also called on the president that what needs to be done, which is the stand of the Afenifere, is restructuring and 100% amendment of the constitution. That is what they Afenifere stand.
Once more, thank you for having me. But before I continue, just permit me to say a big thank you to Taiwo Dunade for the gesture he extended to the reviewers yesterday, including myself. I'm talking about financial gesture. Having said that, let me quickly react to what you have just said. Remember that yesterday, I did say that even if the attitude or how the agitators came about was illegal, or maybe they didn't conduct themselves within the ambits of the law, but that the root cause of agitation should be addressed. I think that's a takeaway from what Ayo Adebanjo have said. Because look at southeastern part of the country, the Biafra, the agitation for the sovereign state of Biafra. It continues to go away. The government has used different strategy, brutality, force, intimidation, killing, harassment, arrest, because it's an ideology. So the only way you can address it from the ideological point of view, I think that is the angle Adebanjo is talking about. It's someone I respect so much. I think I align with his position. You ask me.
Okay, he says something that, okay, despite the fact he said Obafemi Awolowo had never fought for secession, he had always wanted a united Nigerian nation.
No, you cannot impose the ideology of Awolowo on everybody.
No, when we look at Afenifere, 80% they believe in the ideology of Awolowo because a lot of them
Yoruba is a race.
Yes, Yoruba is
that
a
will
race.
continue to exist beyond one individual.
One individual.
So you cannot tie all their thinking ability, what they should do, to an individual. Okay. That I'm not trying to despise the person of Awolowo. Yeah. But what I'm trying to say in essence is somebody can take out of the box.
Okay, when you look at Tinubu, before he became governor of Lagos State, he told the footsteps of Awolowo, believing in his style of governance, believing in his style of leadership, which was why Ayo Adebanjo said yesterday that Tinubu was part of those that fought Abacha tooth and nail and fought the military, especially on this issue of restructuring, and that the constitution the military gave us is not for the civilians.
And since Tinubu became the president, have we done any of those things he was fighting for?
That's what Ayo Adebanjo is.
Of course, he will not do it. Because once you get into that position, you are comfortable with the status quo. You become all powerful. That is the truth. Look at the Lagos State government under his watch, fought federal government to stand still when they were talking about restructuring, when they were talking about local government, creation of more local government. Those state houses of assembly in different states have attempted to create local government, but it has not been legitimized by the Nigerian constitution. So since he became the president, have you seen him come up with maybe an executive bill to fight for most of those things he believed in while he was the governor? He will not do it. Because once he becomes the president, they are comfortable with the arrangement because any president is the higher beneficiary of the current fraudulent nature of our constitution.
Can I ask a question finally before you go?
But
okay.
So go ahead. No, I thought you want to forget about the Yoruba agitators.
No, that's what. If this restructuring is being done at the end of the day, will it put an end to terrorism? Will it put an end to banditry? Will it put an end to kidnapping?
All you have said, terrorism, banditry, kidnapping, they are intertwined. And it will put an end to it. Reason not far-fetched. If you come by way of state police, the problem why we are not getting the security problem solved is because you have a situation where if you bring a commissioner of police from Kaduna to Lagos and you have Fulani who may be committing one or two atrocities in Lagos State, and maybe that commissioner is a Fulani from Fulani extraction, he will do everything to protect those Fulani men. So what I'm trying to say in essence is, if you allow state police, no state governor will allow his people to be killed by Fulani. Because I'm always mentioning Fulani because Fulani happens to be the major threat to our national security, to our national unity. Don't forget that going by Global Terrorism Index, Fulani is seen as the fourth most dangerous terrorist organization in the world. So for me, I think if you restructure, the problem of security will be solved.
Okay, because of our time, I may not be able to take the other question.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Yes, Mr. Nee, it's been a while.
Mr. Kadesh.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Yes, all the viewers have been asking of
you know, it's good to be back. The last time I was on this, someone they caught me unawares. You know, perhaps I thought the person was listening to the speaker, but they caught me when I was trying to, you know, collect the mandate. You know, I was trying to collect the mandate from a pretty girl, you know. So ever since then, I've been trying to recover from that, you know, expository.
Yes, when you were referring to your university days,
you know,
the lecturer assist your girlfriend. Yes, Yaya Bello has been running helter-skelter. Do you think he has a skeleton in his cupboard truly, or is being vindictive?
He doesn't have a skeleton in his cupboard. He has a trailer load of skeletons. It is a shame that Yaya Bello is still a youth. Yaya Bello just clocked 15 in the last few months. Yaya Bello would have been the perfect example of how youth are, earnestly needed to correct the wrongs of our past leaders. But Yaya Bello has disgraced the youth. I mean, unfortunately, Yaya Bello will be used as a bad reference. The youth, after all, Yaya Bello was a youth when he came on board, and look at the nonsense he did. Another one is Beta Edu. Beta Edu, a very beautiful. I wouldn't mind to spend my last card on her. That baby is sweet. But
You must like women so much.
no, they are God-given gifts. This world revolves because of women, actually. If we don't have women, we the men would have, God forbid, probably eating ourselves over. But Beta Edu was also an epitome of what we call corruption. And she's a youth. So for me, if Yaya Bello can be incarcerated, dealt with, I think all way to go. I will be proud of that.
With what is happening, do you think the youths are ready for good governance in Nigeria? Can they handle it? Can they be? The
youths are as corrupt as their leaders. An average youth. Let me tell you.
The youths are as corrupt as their leaders or as their elders.
Their leaders today are basically elders, so as their elders, by the way. And they will tell you that the apple will not fall far from the tree. Do you get me?
That's if the breeze is not much.
It's still within the environment. You see, Ude Zechima, if he comes back to Nigeria today, he will not obey traffic lights. If Odulade, I cite you, I got your gesture, God bless you. But if Odulade comes back to Nigeria today, he will fly back and he will tell the bike man, Oga, follow one way, no enter traffic. Because the system is like that. Pastors are enablers of this corrupt attitude. You don't know?
What you are just talking about was what we wanted to talk about today. Nigerians or Nigeria. Where is the problem coming from?
In fact, see, we are made for this country.
We are made for...
Yes. See, we are the right people that can live in Nigeria. Yes. Because the environment is built for us. Let me tell you, now because you never get money, now because you never get the position, that's why you're crying. These people are wicked. Mr. Kadesh,
sir?
If you have 1 million today, I'm sure if you have more than that and you don't have a car and there's rain, I am sure you splash water on me. And you see, wait. I am sure you splash water on me if it is raining. You tell me, okay, this motor they come, I better leave road.
No, if you
that
know me, people who know me, I won't do that.
Oh, no.
In this world,
you are a Nigerian.
No.
Are you not a Nigerian?
I am a Nigerian.
Yes, you will.
In this world, there are two people. It's either you are good or you are bad.
Nigerians are 75.
Abroad, there are good and bad people.
Nigerians are 80% not ready to follow the right process. That is, gone are the days we used to have what we call Ori Olori. They will remove your head.
They will remove your head and put somebody that looks like you.
That
Island,
was invented in Nigeria. Do you want to know another invention? We have so many inventions. Do you want to know another invention?
Was it the elders that were doing that at that time?
They are not elders today, by the way. Those that were doing it then.
So somebody just said in the comment now that these youths are product of the elders.
Undoubtedly, I have said it now. A lion will give birth to a lion. But the white lion that we have today is not
basically, the Nigerian problem is not Nigeria itself. It's Nigerians that are
If we are different people, we would have gone all out to protest against the bad leadership.
So why will a Nigerian who throws dirt on the streets in Nigeria will go to New York and drinks apple and keeps it in his pocket?
Mr. Kadesh, you are going too far. If I finish the agbalumo in my pocket now, I will throw it on the floor.
But if
anybody come and challenge me, I go swear for that.
But if you get to San Francisco, you won't do so.
See, because that is not my own. In my own, we do anyhow.
So it's better to destroy your home.
No, that's how we do. See, this is the obvious truth. Let me tell you, there was a day I was driving. I was coming from Lagos Island, and I got to that MKO Abiola Gardens. There's a traffic light there. Late in the night, we had the red light on, and I stopped. Let me tell you, the cars behind me were driving, and they were telling me, the other body what is that? They were telling me, it seems I have lost my sense. Okay, will you not go? Everywhere was empty. Then I realized that, oh, I'm on a Nigeria. Let me do what I'm supposed to do. A policeman will tell you, right, that, you know, you're supposed to come up for that place. A policeman will tell you that we are leaving this checkpoint. The armed robbers are on their way. Oh, have you forgotten? The policeman will tell you, we don't get fuel, you go buy fuel for us, more mobilize. Oh, have you forgotten? Has it not been legitimized? Do you know that when you want to go and lodge a complaint in the police station today, you already like 5,000 in your pocket to settle the boys? Is that not a tradition? Is it not a culture? And they will tell you culture and tradition will eat strategy for breakfast. If we must have a new Nigeria, it is going to take a serious change of approach that can be achieved by someone that is draconian. There has to be severe punishment for people.
Do you believe in what these proverbs talk about? It says charity begins at home. If we don't change our mindset, can we fully expect the Nigerian leaders to change theirs?
Let me tell you, a leader, anybody will. You see what's going to happen to Nigeria is we are going to have a person who has changed his mindset, who will have a touch of rascality, that when he gets to that position, if you do otherwise, you will be jailed. Or in fact, you'll be given the ultimate punishment. Nigeria cannot have a reform if a lot of people are not, are not taken away. See, a lot of people need to be jailed. A lot of people need to be given that maximum punishment in Nigeria because we have grown a thick skin with corruption. I am telling you, if Nigerians can still continue to go Indonesia, go to Malaysia, still get beheaded, and still go again, you have to tell me who are the strongest people in this world. The most stubborn race in the whole world are Nigerians. You know, if I go to Saudi Arabia, I will be beheaded, but you still end up going. So for this
if you go to Saudi Arabia, you'll be beheaded. Why will you be beheaded?
If you are caught carrying illicit drugs.
Why will you do that?
But people are still doing it. And they know that they will be beheaded, but they still do it. So that's why I'm telling the Nigerians, internally, we have to deploy some punitive measures. And when they see that it is being deployed, people will now start changing gradually.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much, all our viewers, all our reviewers. Today has been another wonderful edition. If I now begin to count all the charts, if I begin to read the charts, like Yoruba says, Ile Ashu, Ile Amo, we won't leave here today, but we appreciate all those who have contributed via the live chat. We thank Udeze Chima, Blessed One, Adegboyega Adekunle, Jane Ogo, Udeze Chima, Abu Africa Mosanya, Taiwo Odunlade, Dr. Taiwo Odunlade, as you prefer to be called now, Steve Don Dada, and also Udeze Chima. Oh, yes, we've mentioned that. Let me quickly scroll down. Olatunji Awofeso, the news hogger. Also, so that it won't be as if I'm leaving anybody behind. Chuk Chuk, we thank you. We thank Precious Edokweawe. We thank you for your contribution. We thank Emmanuel Osi. We thank Uku Oji. We thank you all for contributing to our program this morning. It's nice always being with you. It's nice always being at the bystanders and the newsstand. I want to use this opportunity to thank Dr. Odunlade Taiwo for his support. We thank Jane Ogo for his support for Oluwa One. And we thank all those people that have supported the reviewers one way or the other. God will continue to replenish your pocket. I use this opportunity to say bye for now. My name is Kodade Kolari Kadesh. Thank you.